Hey guys, good morning. Today is Thursday, March 9th. Okay, so we have numbers of 9 and 26. 9 is about endings. It's about unconditional love. It's also about purging. Boy, she's loud, huh? Or maybe it's just my ears. I've noticed today I feel really strange. I feel like time is slowing down around me. It's weird. Okay, now there's a little bit of a heightened, scary feeling to this, but you know, I'm so used to all things dark that it does not bother me, but it just feels strange. It's like I'm in between worlds. Things are like the world around me, it seems like it's slowing down, or maybe I'm speeding up. I don't know. But at any rate, I kind of feel like this strange mix between, boy, everybody's really loud today. This strange mix in between, hold on, I'm going to close the window. Okay, I close the window. We might hear them through the window though, because the walls are thin, so is the glass, and people here in Hawaii are just loud. Okay, but there's this really strange feeling. I feel like, you know, in Final Destination, when somebody's about to die, it's like you can't hear any of the background noises. Like things stand out, like you can hear your heartbeat. And you look around and you can't see the wind. I mean, you can't hear the little details. The wind, no, you can hear the little details. I don't know how to describe this. It's really weird. It's like a combination of Jacob's Ladder and Final Destination, like where you just know the feeling is so strong that something is about to happen. Okay, then I come to work and the front window had like 20 or 30 flies in it, and for a split second I got really scared. I'm like, fuck. Is this like possession? And then I realized that is new moon in Taurus, new possessions. But I was, you know, when I was talking about it, I was talking about, you know, things, not people, but everything can be taken physically, mentally, and spiritually. So physically, yeah, you know, a possession, something of a material nature. And then mentally possessed is like obsession or something that repeats, you know, habit, cycle. And then we have spiritual possession, which says demonic, and I'm not too happy about that, but it may have been labeled demonic because people didn't understand what was going on. But also this morning too, while I was telling somebody about it, I heard in my head, filled with the Holy Spirit, because I started worrying, oh fuck. I actually had that thought, oh fuck, somebody's going to be like possessed by demons and shit. And then I'm thinking, oh God, is it somebody around me? Because there's a little bit of flies in here. You know, we watch the Amityville Horror. We watch all those kind of scary movies where the window is filled with flies and people are like, well, what the hell? So that really, like, it gave me a freaky flash for a minute. And then I went, no, maybe it's experiencing an attack, because there's quite a few people who are experiencing these spiritual attacks. Really, really weird. And I feel that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm out in space, and every little sound you hear, there's like the sound waves keeps going. You have this feeling of infinite energy around you. There's like no boundaries. No. Oh, 3D to the 4D. So the full moon in Scorpio energy is already coming in. Wow. I felt like this full moon in Scorpio that's coming up on the 18th, it feels like it's in Hawaii, it's at 11:11. Nowhere else in the world will it be at 11:11 in the morning, Hawaii time. So I'm feeling like there's something really important happening here in Hawaii. Some kind of portal. I almost feel like I can feel or hear the earth rotating, you know, like as if I was out in space. It's a whirring underfoot. Okay, anyways, I'll stop talking. I've been talking for 5 minutes and 28 seconds. There is something we are on the edge of discovering. Whew. Kind of crazy. But yeah, I've been feeling this energy since yesterday. I never really did stop channeling from the 25th. I've been getting downloads, but they were crazy initially at first, and it was just a bunch of jumbled information, like, you know, like, oh, you see all these words on this page. It's like they're being stuffed in my head. But now I'm actually getting a lot clearer messages and sentences and themes now versus one word. And then it feels like they're talking to me sometimes, because like they're trying to tell me poke in the eye, that kind of deal. And I wasn't sure if it was one or the other, or if it was all three, because they're so similar. If any of you guys are feeling this way, let me know. Let me know what's going on with you, where you felt like something's going on. Maybe this is what it feels like to quantum leap. Okay, well, anyways, like I was saying, 9 and 26, endings, purging, unconditional love. And the 26 would be purging something and balancing out the power, becoming empowered because you're purging something and it's bringing you back to a pure state. Okay, so this is about feeling empowered, or for some of you guys, feeling powerless, the flip side. Okay, so in addition to that, we have 23, 23, 23. So this is also about your confidence in yourself. Okay. A total of 2 8s. So for some of you guys, this could be your power lies in your perspective, how you view what is going on. Okay, recognizing that even if it's something devastating or potentially devastating, this is for your greatest good. And this card keeps drawing my eye, clearing. In fact, I had gotten, I'd asked for some advice for myself earlier, and I'd gotten to illuminate and clearing, okay, to absolve, to release, to illuminate, or to enlighten. Okay, so that's basically what the numbers are saying, is there's a clearing taking place. Okay, what no longer works for you or works for your soul is going to be leaving. Okay, and you can choose to try and hang on to it, to be stubborn, you know, with the sun and the new moon and Taurus energy. A lot of us are having a hard time letting go, but today there are 2 transits. One is Venus trining Jupiter. Okay, so that could be good money, luck, good love, luck. Being able to express yourself. Venus loves being in Jupiter. Jupiter retrograde, it's about internal love. Okay, so that's about harmony. But we also have Venus squaring Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. So that signifies a reversal in love. Wow. Okay, so that's what it is. It feels like the world, like I was saying, the world's spinning. Maybe it's going backwards. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. The sound of... That's why it feels strange, like the world spinning the other way. So Venus squaring Pluto is a reversal in love and an attachment that is broken. At the same time, you could have strong sexual feelings, like you're breaking up with someone, or someone suddenly breaks up with you and you're still sexually attracted to them, but don't go there. Okay, if they don't want you, if they don't want your heart, don't give them your body. See what I'm saying? Let's see, what did I write in the horoscope? This is the difficult day, and, you know, everyone has to face it. I do too, because there's something going on in my household too, but you're being asked to have faith in what is. Somebody may change their mind and say, I don't love you anymore, or I no longer feel the same way about you. I don't want to marry you. You're not the one. I can't see spending the rest of my life with you, or I think we need to go our separate ways, or I want to see other people, or I've met someone else. And there's also the possibility that they've gotten somebody else pregnant as a result of cheating and not being true to you. So you'll be forced to say goodbye. This is the turning point, the twist in the road. And it is how you receive this information, and what you do after will make all the difference. Okay, so I don't know. I have so many cards out here. What's going on? Don't know. Okay, 1111. I've seen that. My phone moved. All right, guys, I'm going to try and do a little bit of a shorter reading because I talk for most of the time. Oh, God. First card. Six of Swords. Karmic lesson. So a lot of you guys will come to realize that this is whatever you're experiencing right now is a karmic lesson. Okay. This person wants to hold on to you, or you're going to try to hold on to somebody. But I love you comes to mind. Wow. Six of Swords is also about traveling. It's the bridge over troubled waters. So this could be like broken bridges, a bridge breaking. A connection is severed, a connection is broken. Like I said, an attachment is broken. This could be an attachment from the past that is trying to release them. This person probably is holding a torch for somebody in the past, and the person from the past is saying, you need to please release me, let me go. Sorry to be so cheesy, but that's what they just put into my head. I'm getting married, or I found somebody that I'm completely in love with. You need to stop trying to talk to me. Oh, sad love story. Two of Wands. You know, and then this is, I loved you since we were young, or I've loved you for a long time, I'll always love you kind of deal. So this is please release me, and this is I'll always love you, and saying goodbye to somebody. Then we have Two of Wands, which is about, it's a decision. Okay, the Wands are about action. You have a manifestation portal in which you can make a move, but you have to decide what you want to do, because this is also about goals. What is your goal? Then we have the Queen. Oh, nice. You need to be clear on what you want to do and where you want to go after this. Or you need to be clear that this person could be your goal. You may go freaky and start like trying to spy on them, or trying to talk them, trying to sweet talk them back to you. Wow. Yeah, this is two people that were previously connected, realizing that they must separate. It's like they can't talk to each other because they've now got lives of their own. You used to have something once in the past when you were love. You had young love. But that's no longer. There's been a decision made to move forward. And you guys are connecting because this is goodbye. Princess of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Comfortable, all things comfortable. A message, a practical communication, generosity, and success in money because of excellent management, and the Hierophant, which is Taurus. So there's some things happening here. You'll have to let me go. It is the only choice. I don't need you to protect me anymore. I've got this. I just heard we need to stop meeting like this. So for some of you guys, you were in regular contact with this person you now have to kiss goodbye, literally and physically maybe. I don't feel like they're in proximity of you. They're over water. And we are in Hawaii, so this could be referring to somebody on the mainland or in another country, period. There's somebody you're kissing goodbye because you know you have to be present in your relationship, or you have to be present in order to create. You have a queen or a king. This depends. You know, the males can have, the physical males can have the female energy too. In fact, we have both. And those are what we're working. Not only are we working with the DM, we're working with the DM energy in us. Okay. And for the DMs, not only are you working with the DF, the divine feminine, you're working with that divine feminine energy within yourself. And for the men, it's harder because they're not used to empathizing, sympathizing, or being in the shoes of the woman, and things are flipping. The script is flipping. You know, the electromagnetic poles of the earth is flipping, okay? And we are, you know, as above, so below, as within, as without. So while the earth shifts, we are the one that projected this earth, this reality, to where it is. So if the earth is shifting, that means we are all shifting within. We are shifting energy. And I believe the feminine energy is a magnet. It pulls. And then the male energy is also a magnet, but it's the resistant. It pushes. So there's this push and pull, back and forth. And as we equalize that out, one becomes less push and becomes push and pull, and the other one becomes push and pull. It's an evening out, a balancing, a leveling the play field is another phrase I heard the other day. The play field, the field is now level. It's now fair because of this one little "I love you forever" goodbye. This is goodbye. The Hierophant is about tradition. Princess of Pentacles is about being practical, communicating practical things, or discussing or negotiating about practical things, usually in terms of the home or children or money. It is Pentacles, so it's also about love, money, pleasure, comfort, stability. So there's a discussion how things would work best for you. For some of you guys, this kiss goodbye is from your partner or to your partner, okay? And you're onward, trying to keep yourself grounded, trying to stay positive, not letting this negative thing affect you, because this is something from the past. You can't let it affect you. It's an anchor. It's a 3D anchor keeping you stuck in the past, okay? Release the anchor. Step into the present so you can create your future. So there's some discussion about creating your future. What do you want to do? Practical habits, healthy, working together in a healthy way, communicating in a healthy way in terms of all things home, all things finance, all things family, talking and negotiating about comforts, what clearly needs to be cut out, what clearly needs to be brought in, what clearly needs to be practiced in order for it to become a habit. We're creating, okay? So this is a discussion of writing the instruction booklet for your future. Okay, so some of you guys, wow, you're gonna, you got some serious blessings. Now, yesterday, actually a couple of days ago, I got like the 2 smokestacks, and it became clear. Yesterday, they told me the 2 towers, and I know they're not talking about twin towers because that's already gone. It might be coming up. There might be some new information from that because in this retrograde, we're talking about death and destruction and terrorism and shit like that. It's coming back up at this time of retrogrades. Pluto retrograde is about death. So we could be talking about previous terrorist attacks or previous deaths that were never solved or previous deaths that were so destructive on a wave of events. I just heard destructive wave of events, and I truly do feel like that was created in order to harvest all that negative energy. There was something that was needed, and they needed a huge amount of negative energy for them to manifest something. Okay, so I really do believe that was set up to cover something else or to harvest negative energy to feed those now starving entities. So a lot of those entities are coming for us. But the 2 towers, yesterday they told me do a reading, and I did a special reading, and what they said was title it Lightning Strikes Twice. So I'm like, okay, got it. But isn't it lightning never strikes twice? And they're like, nope, never say never. The title is Lightning Strikes Twice. And I'm like, all right, I'll frickin' do it. So I did the reading. And son of a bitch, if the Wheel of Fortune, I used 2 or 3 different decks, but I got the Wheel of Fortune from each deck. And I also got 2 towers from each deck. So I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Lightning strikes twice. Now, for some it's good. For some it was bad. It all depends on where you're at in your timeline. It all depends if you're aligned to your higher purpose. Weird, I just said to ya higher purpose. To your higher purpose. You guys know I don't talk like that. Wow, this is kind of weird. So maybe maybe there's a purpose for that. I don't know. Maybe the Twin Towers theme, it sounded like I just talked like I was from New York or something. Okay. It just came out of my mouth weird again. So anyways, you've got double blessings here. For somebody, they're going to be twice blessed. For some of you, I also was getting 2 or 3. Look, it's 23 minutes. I was getting 2 or 3. Things in 2 or 3. So the lightning strikes twice, and then here we have a double blessing. This can be 2 or 3 blessings. Reading's not done. We could very well pull another ace or 2. There's 2 more in the deck. I wouldn't be surprised if we pulled them all today. But anyways, Ace of Wands is about starting, moving forward, having a fire lit under our ass to begin. Okay, being pushed, being propelled forward, because Wands is movement. So it is a time of new beginnings. It is a time to move. You could be physically moving, moving into another house, or moving back home because you're loving yourself, or you could be moving in with the person you truly love. It can go either way. It can go both ways. It's all according to what you believe. I don't see any negative energy here. What I am seeing is somebody who's finally getting their wish. They're getting what they desired. They're getting the love of their life. Okay, you've probably been wishing for them to heal. Some of you guys, you're moving because you love yourself and you're tired of giving your power away from that person. You could be moving on into self-love. Or, see, there's a rose at the top, okay? That's bloom. Love is in bloom. Okay, so there's a real, true, and honest, fresh start, okay? Without the past interfering. It's a fresh start for somebody. Okay, I need a little bit more clarity on these blessings. What is the moving about? Is this beginning? Is this moving? What are we starting? What is this blessing? It could be just this block, this karmic lesson is done and over, so you can move forward in a love relationship or move forward out of a love relationship and more into love of the self. Oh God, I just saw that. That was the Tower. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Oh, it's death. Sorry. Yeah, for some of you guys, you're moving because somebody's passed away. You could be moving into your mother's house if your mother's passed away. You could also... Death is following you on this move. This is both Scorpio energy, Death and Knight of Cups. Wow, the Phoenix rising energy is very strong. So this could be in the next week or so, because we actually have on, I think it's Saturday or Sunday, we have a grand fire trine, which is the flame of initiation. Okay, so it looks like next week, there's something going on next week. It might be in the next couple days, 2 or 3 days. I kept getting 2 or 3 days yesterday. Okay, so today it would be 1 or 2 days, right? 1 to 2 days. Figuring mathematically, it should be 1 to 2 days. So when I 2 to 3 days, put it at the 10th or the 11th. I believe in Hawaii, something keeps pointing me to the 11th. I mean, I know the 11 is already a manifestation portal to a physical manifestation of whatever so you desire or of goals. Okay, we do have the goals card here. So you may be able to physically move on some kind of goal. I was going to say death will follow you. Remember I was telling you I had that feeling like I was in Final Destination or something, where things are feeling like death was present. The smell of death around you. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Weird. Yesterday I got, was it yesterday? Yeah, do you hear what I hear? And then today it's, can't you, ooh, that smell, can't you smell that smell? Okay, so we've got hearing and smelling. I guess the next is what? Do you see what I see, or do you feel what I feel? Huh. Guess we'll find out. This feels like, look at that. They're both riding on white horses. That's indicative of Chiron. Chiron is an Aries, so a lot of us are healing our identities. Somebody's healing their past. This has to do with Chiron. No wonder these cards, they're over here. They're touching, 2 cards fell out and they're touching this other deck, meaning pull a card from there and pull a card from there. Okay, so this could also be both Scorpio energy. This can be a Scorpio female or a young Scorpio. Can be sun, moon, or rising. I think the actual death card would be the sun. And I think the Knight of Cups would be like a Scorpio rising. It's a young energy. This is also, wow, well, you may be letting go of a Scorpio, a younger Scorpio, or a Scorpio you knew when you're young. And like I said, sun, moon, and rising. This almost feels like a Scorpio moon that you're letting go. Somebody with the Scorpio moon. And then look, it's like, oh, that's freaky. Ace of Wands, you're moving and death is following you. Okay, which means that there's this huge change taking place. Wow. Transformation, a huge transformation into the knight in shining armor. Going after what you want. Changing the game. Changing your MO. Because you've released that along with this person. You're changing your method of operation. Okay. These cards popped out. Oh. Psychic downloads. Wow. So this transformation that's taking place, there's some things that you're being forced to realize. Okay, and eventually it'll come to you, but right now you kind of want to be alone because you feel like you're in this cold, lonely, dark place. You may move just so you can be alone, away from this person who's like, I love you, I love you, I love you. Like you're being battered by waves over and over and over again, like they think they can break you down, but no, you're resolute. This is over. I'm moving on. We are officially dead. Okay, this love is dead. So you can try and offer, but death is always following. Death is behind that offer. Okay, the offer's no good. That offer no longer stands, and there's no acceptance of the offer. I just saw 30-30. For some of you guys, that's like a new child. Protected all around you. Defense and guilt or shame. You're killing off these feelings of love with this person and moving on. Okay, you're doing the right thing, so you're going to find that you're protected. You might have to defend yourself once or twice because this person is either feeling guilty or they're feeling ashamed, trapped by their own mind, wanting to fight you on it. They want to come back, but you see, like the following, they could be stalking you, okay? They could be stalking you, and you constantly have to defend yourself and feel like you're restricted or limited because this person keeps getting up in your space. Whereas on the positive side, you're moving in. Your lover is moving, and you're following them, and you're changed. Because you're changed, you are following and sticking with them. You want to protect and you want to nurture them. You're going to defend them at all costs, okay? This is a commitment that you've bound yourself to. Interesting. Okay, so they wanted me to pull a card from here for this. Just one card, please. Don't be giving me like 20. I'm already at 30 minutes. All right, that made me make it fall. And then they also wanted a couple of cards from here too. Oh, damn. Oh, all right, first off, another chunk of cards reversed. So yeah, reverse cards on the psychic downloads. So we got, doesn't two negatives cancel each other out? So it's like somebody's battling the thought, I need to follow them, I need to protect them, I'm the one who defends them. I will look like an ass if I don't fend for them. Okay, then we've got the other downloads that is attached to that. Okay, it's basically, I'm so frustrated, I want to be by myself. Three of Hearts can be a child or another person. I'm really, really frustrated. There's somebody else in the picture. I need to get a grip on myself and let them go. I'm interfering in their life. I'm an interference. I'm a distraction to them. So you may be feeling pretty down on yourself. Whereas if you're the one who is the receiver, if your partner is closing the door on the past, or somebody closed the door from the past on your partner, and this morning I also heard, as I was walking to work, I heard slam the door shut, and I literally seen, bam, door closed. Somebody's waiting for you. Somebody's waiting in the wings for you to come back to the present. Somebody's waiting in the present for you to come back from the past. Okay, to release that past. They're really frustrated. They're really irritated because they know there's something going on, but you're not talking about it. So they're trying their best to let you have that quiet space to grieve this person who used to interfere. But this is the end of that. You have some questions. Some people don't understand. They could be saying, why? Why me? Why now? They're not trusting that things are for their absolute best. Okay, they're not trusting that this end, that this move, that this death is not for the best. They're not looking at it in the right perspective. Oh, look at that. When you don't expect it, things will come together. Basically, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, if you're in a difficult position, it's because there's a lesson that you have to learn from it. Okay, and then when you have released the interference in your life, things will finally come together as you authentically express yourself. For some of you guys are irritated because you fooled around. You didn't fall in love, but then all of a sudden there's this child. There's this extra person. This, I just heard, this is not my child, or you are not my father. A couple of days ago, I heard Mari in my head, you are not the father. Okay, if you're messing around with some hoe and she turns up pregnant, you better order that DNA test, is all I'm saying, because there's a measure of deceit somewhere. It's somebody's not telling you everything. What is the world about? When will everything come together? When something or somebody is completely left behind, when the door is completely closed. Five of Pentacles. Somebody's real nervous about what's to come, okay? But like I said, don't worry. You're exactly where you need to be. If you've been ghosted or if you've had to ghost somebody, just trust it will come together soon around that time. Look at this, another frustrated because of outside interference, trying to get a grip. Frustrated because there's a child now. And you have to get a grip on how you're feeling. Oh my God, yeah. Dissatisfaction, unhappiness. Still being generous and protective. Not losing that vibration, but also at the same time being sad and realizing that something is a nightmare. You could also be having dreams of your partner cheating on you or leaving you or having a child with somebody else. Or you could be having dreams about being left out in the cold. Stay the course. Don't let things distract you. Remain who you are, and that will help you keep your high vibration, because we work very hard to align. Don't let them, don't bring me down. I just heard 311. Don't bring me down, no. Don't bring me down. Oh my God. And then we have the Sun, the Tower, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, somebody may literally be having a son. They literally may be the father, okay, and they're just finding out, or they're just being notified. They could communicate to you, so you could be like double betrayed, a double betrayal. The Two Towers, double whammy. Where's the Sun in Taurus? Reliability, reliable. So if there's a child involved, this person has to make the choice to be responsible, okay? They cannot remain in a relationship with you no matter how much they love you. It would not be fair to you. You have to cut the ties, and it's aloha, go take care of your kid. I'm on to greener pastures. For others, it's don't go to the 3D place. Yesterday I kept hearing, why don't you come back? And there was another song too, however I can't remember what it was, but they were screaming it in my ears. Almost like when this breakup, whoever this is releasing them, they were saying, please, why don't you come back? Please come marry me. You know, because the other day I also heard, I will never marry another alcoholic again. This could go with drugs, gambler, whatever the bad habit was. I will never marry a blank again. Fill in the blank could be asshole. I'll never marry another asshole again. I mean, I'll never marry another bitch again. Who knows? I'm fill in the blank. Not trusting, moving in death. Okay. Pono, to be right with, integrity. It's number 15. Okay, it's about transformation. 15 is Pluto. It's also the devil. My intention is to live in alignment with my core values and to cultivate honesty and integrity in all of my relationships. By choosing to live in integrity with yourself, your family, friends, living space, work, and in the ecosystem of the planet, you cultivate true alignment with your life. Living honestly, like you're doing right here, excuse me, living honestly and from your core values will allow you to be more effective and less stressed in all of your endeavors. Maliu, to heed, to focus. My intention is to stay true to my core values by focusing my energy on things that are in alignment with my heart and my soul. What you give your attention to matters. Everything you think, say, love, and do matters. And it is left as an imprint on the planet and throughout your lineage. When you give your attention to something, you attract energy and support from the universe. By choosing to focus on things that are in alignment with your core values, you will heed your life's purpose and stay true to your calling. Wow. Both of those cards are about being in alignment and not letting things distract you off your path. You know what you have to do. Okay? So, in the next 1 to 2 days, you're going to feel this fire under your ass, and you're going to want to get moving. I wish you guys all the luck, and I will see you for Friday's reading. Love you guys. Take care.